News on Malik Henry must be pretty disappointing.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to talk to him today, but we understand we knew it was a serious injury, so we don't really have exact details. Sent the press release out he's going to move to sixth game, and we're planning on surgery. But other than that, we'd like to see him and just wish him a speedy recovery. And it was one of those days. It definitely brought this group down, but the energy was back up, and we got to go play a game.
Auden Tate also left the field yesterday. Do you have an update on him?
Yeah, no, he had an Achilles injury, so he's out. Same thing. I mean, like Malik's been here, so people know him, but Auden's been around, and he's been a guy that we thought could make a big impact for our team. And it's not like he's, I think he's 29. I mean, he was really enjoying back playing and joining our group and making an impact, and that's why I know Malik certainly. We feel for him as well, but Auden, I don't want to discount what he went through, and he's here this morning now, and amazes me how these athletes can bounce back and just, they like being part of a team, and it's just what it is. It was a bad day.
Organizationally, I mean, what's the process for supporting guys like that? I mean, is it just encouraging teammates to reach out? What do you do?
Well, everybody's in a little different spot. For me, season-ending stuff are tough, especially, rookies versus maybe vets. I usually encourage them to get with their family. And, like when you do an Achilles, it's not like you can just go to work. You're going to be, or a surgery, you're going to be down for a while. So, it's one of those things where each guy has kind of if they're from here, they usually will stick around a little bit more. If they're not, usually they get back home and, try to figure out where their rehab fits. What do they want to do? How are they going to get ready? So major injuries, obviously. I've been through a few, and you do question yourself. But usually, as a football player, you know who you are. You pick yourself up, and you decide to try to make a plan to keep playing.
Obviously, you want to focus on.
I know you didn't say much about the turf, but is there concern about the life of this turf? It's almost at the end.
Yeah, like you said, I can't talk on it. I mean, this is McMahon Stadium. This is their turf. Okay, so yeah, I really honestly believe if there's any questions, why the head coach can't talk about it, and I don't know enough about it. I do feel like we're gonna be as smart as we can, and we have facilities and turf and grass. There's never a safe playing field in football, but I do feel like anything. Life of turf. I mean, those should be probably addressed to McMahon, and they have to answer to that.
This opens the door for Colton Hunchak to come back, though. What was the
Yeah.
process there?
Well, I've been in contact with Colton. We needed a guy this week. He knows he's still competing, so I got to be honest with everybody. But he wanted the opportunity, and we didn't think there was anybody else that knew the offense as well as him. Then he'll be playing. So it's crazy, but. He brought his daughter in yesterday, and I talked to him and told his daughter to give him a little of that magic, a little dust there to keep him, keep going. But also, we've enjoyed him as a teammate through the years, and he has an opportunity now has arisen. Take it, see what happens.
Obviously, our thoughts go to the player and as a person first, but I mean, as a team, Malik is, he was arguably the best receiver in the league in 2022. Do you feel like you have players who can, on some level, sort of replace him?
He's special. He's a guy. I mean, when he's going, I think he's got that top end speed. There's only a few in our league that I think are just truly faster than everybody else. But listen, we've got a good group. We've had a good camp. We've had guys competing, and we've had other guys, a couple of young guys that are hurt that I think are close. I got to figure out if I can get them to this game. That have some traits, some speed and some size. So, I liked our group we brought in. Obviously, Malik has always been a guy that I don't think there's a lot of them built like him. And it was just unfortunate it hasn't worked out for him the last 2 years.
Still a decision to be made in terms of the quarterbacks you'll be taking to Winnipeg?
No, I know who they're coming. I mean, we're I'll tell you, we're going to leave Tommy home, and Tommy's going to be on our team. So, that's the big thing. The other four will play, and still trying to figure out the order and that sort of stuff. But Tommy Stevens has shown he's very, very good at short yardage, and I got faith he can also do other things, but we're going to let these other 4 kind of sort it out.
Coach, where's your head at with the defensive line? What do you like? What do you don't like?
Well,
what do you see?
we're going to leave more vets home there just because I think it's very close, and I think there's some really good battles. And, you got to give these guys some reps. You've got to give them a chance to really show them what they can do. And if they make one mistake, how do they respond and how do they play? So I think, we'll have 12, 14 guys. We'll have more than enough guys, but I think this game really will matter who makes it. And I do think that some guys have taken the lead, but we'll see if they can keep that lead. Quadwo's coming. He'll play. He's young. Like as a young guy, I'm sure he's chomping at the bit to get in there.